You all taking any questions right now?
Really, that's what we have right now, unfortunately. I mean, there's nothing else that we can share at this point aside that the Minnesota State Patrol is the agency, so we would expect any information that they would have would be coming from them, including any information that they would likely receive about the person who did pass that would be coming from the Southeast Minnesota Medical Examiner's Office.
So the one thing I'm wondering though is, I mean, I know this just happened this morning, but is there any discussion at this point of, I don't know, looking at what happened and figuring out if there are things that the plows should be doing differently or?
So what we know right now is that as with any sort of investigation and incident, you know, there's steps that the lead investigation or agency would be going through, which would be, you know, all that led up and occurred. So I anticipate once that information is shared that, you know, that's something that would be shared with all parties and all involved.
The snowplow driver, is it city policy to, you know, place a city employee on leave after an accident such as this? Or
we don't have any of that information to share right now, you know, as far as specifics about the individual involved and whatnot.
But is it city policy when city employees are involved in any type of accident? Is there a policy that, you know, this person is placed on leave, or, you know, what happens in these kind of situations?
We as a city organization are moving through our typical processes that we would in an incident. So I can't speak specifically about those exact details other than we're moving through that process as we would.
Is the driver okay?
I can't speak to that.
Are you able to share what was going on? The person was walking on the sidewalk?
Again, that's a part of the investigation and the details that would be for the Minnesota State Patrol to be responsive to. And I apologize, I don't have that an individual's name yet with the Minnesota State Patrol. If you've already tried to reach out to them, I was hoping to have that information for you. As we potentially have that information about a specific contact with that agency, we will make sure that that is shared.
Are the city-owned plows being pulled off the road today because of the incident?
I don't have that exact information. I mean, obviously there's a level of impact for everyone when something happens, but there's also an importance of ensuring that our streets are safe as well, given the snowfall that occurred. Sorry, again, we wanted to be mindful that you probably all had interview requests in terms of covering the story, making sure this all occurred at one time. So I appreciate the understanding of the limited information that we can provide. Okay, thank you.
Again, there was a press conference happening at the Rochester City Hall discussing what happened. Now, it started off with Mayor Norton sending her condolences to the family affected. The Minnesota State Patrol is actively investigating this case. And what we do know at this hour, officers on the scene confirming a woman pedestrian was fatally struck by a City of Rochester snowplow. And as we just heard from that woman there, the woman who was struck and killed, they are not releasing her name yet at this hour. But this story is continuing to develop right now, and it will continue to develop throughout the day. So stay with ABC 6 News for more updates as they do become available. Stay with us.